Fall Guys Season 2 is on the way, and Mediatonic has given us a first look at what we can expect for the new season update. There are screenshots and a brand new trailer, and guess what? We're going to break it down here in today's new video. People of the internet, RetroRaconteur here, and if we're meeting for the first time, I'm just a dad who loves video games and the stories they tell. We post videos twice a week here on YouTube, and today we're looking at that brand new Fall Guys trailer for Season 2. Let's go ahead and get straight into the trailer. Okay, so we're going to go straight from the beginning here, guys. This is the trailer on the official PlayStation YouTube channel, and I'm just going to start it from the beginning here, and we'll roll it. All right, let's stop it right there, and we get our first glimpse at some of the new costumes for Season 2, and right away, you can see that it's going to be a medieval theme, which I am totally down for as a fan of fantasy novels. So let's start right here in the bottom left corner of the screen. It looks like we have some sort of dragon here. You've got the wings on the back. Very nice touch there. And then up here, it looks like kind of like a witch. I think we're going to see more of this one here in a second. You got the hat right there. And then this nice little belt and kind of a purple robe here, it looks like. Over here, we've got the knight. And he's got his little helmet here. It looks like this one looks very similar, just maybe an alternate color. And then here we have kind of like our cross between, geez, I don't know, Gandalf and maybe some sort of Viking lord. Oh, I see how he has it kind of tied down here. So definitely maybe more Viking than wizard right here. All right, let's keep going. Okay, so we're going to stop it here. And now we get another look at some of those new skins that we just saw. Here's the dragon one. Here's the witch one right here. Also, notice that the witch does have glasses here. Now, this is one of the brand new levels, and it's probably going to look a little bit blurry here, how with us going back and watching the video that's already on YouTube here. But I think this stage looks incredibly interesting, and I'll tell you why. It is mainly because look at this cooperative nature that we have going on here. So one of the things that I loved about Seesaw is the first time you play through Seesaw, it's like, it's disastrous. I mean, still, it's kind of disastrous a lot of times anyway. But the more that players started to get used to Seesaw and understand, the more players start to understand what it is and how it works. They know that they have to work together. So you can see here, because they're not all in different colors, this is kind of a race-style course right here. So this is not set up as team games. Yet they're having to work together to kind of traverse this wall here. And the dragon has kind of surged forward and hopped on the little block. So I don't think we're going to keep watching the video and see, but we don't really know where the blocks kind of start out. Let's let it roll ahead a little bit. So right there you see, okay, now they've jumped across, got another little wizard kind of in the back right there with the blue hat and the little yellow stars and moons on there.
You'll be dressing your Fall Guy as a medieval.
So I'm going to stop it right there. So this is the level that we just got to look at. So you see it's got 1, 2, 3, 4, and then if you count this area up here, 5 different little areas that you have to traverse, and all of them have these little blocks that I don't know if they're just going to start scattered out, if they're going to kind of fall from the sky. Who knows? Maybe they're going to get launched down to us, or maybe they're just going to be there waiting. But this is going to open up for a really interesting and somewhat of a new dynamic for Fall Guys, in that this is not going to be a team game yet. We're going to have to work together to be able to traverse over these walls here. So it's going to set up for some insane log jams with people trying to jump onto the platform and then get over the wall. It's going to be great. And then if you look really closely up here at the top, you see you have kind of these spikes that are no doubt going to be swinging back and forth as kind of a final obstacle for you to get across here. So let's go ahead and go forward.
Hero and competing across brand new rounds.
All right, so now they're kind of just rolling through the screenshots here. Here's another look at a screenshot. Now, what I'm unclear about, I think this means that I can't tell if the water is going to be in here, like where the purple is, or if these are two separate sides here. It might be two separate sides. But regardless, we've got kind of these saws going back and forth, again, sticking with that medieval vibe, which I love. Both these courses, I gotta say, look to be quite long. Like this one, when I first saw it, I thought, oh, maybe that's a new final game. But if you look at the end, it definitely looks like it's set up to be a race style instead. So I don't know that it's going to be for the finals. I suppose they could set it up a little bit differently and just, have you cross this finish line. That could be the final game. But it's really interesting. So this one, you're going to have to kind of make your way through the saws here. And then you've got these sort of spinning spiked logs right here. Actually, if you look really closely, you can kind of see a little yellow fall guy down there on each of these making their way across. And then you have a little area right here where you're going to be able to rest for a moment. And then rather than 3 spinning ones like we have here, it goes down to just 2 spinning ones instead. Now, this is where it gets really interesting because now you have this downward slope and it looks like some slime there too. So your speed is going to be very different. And you're going to have to contend with the little saws that are going to be swinging on both sides. But then you're still not done. You're still not done, even when you make it to the bottom of that. Then you're going to have to make your way through this area. And I imagine these giant logs with the spikes on it are kind of going to, I would guess they're going to sort of rotate back and forth like this. And I believe there are holes here in this little platform. Yeah, you can definitely see it right there. And I think there's one right here, and then off to the sides as well. So this is going to be an area where you can easily get knocked off. And these look, from the perspective that we're seeing this right now, these look to be quite large. So, this could knock off, 10 people at a time, it looks like, if you had enough kind of group together. So then once you finally make it through here, then you're going to have to traverse up this right here. Now, I don't know. This doesn't look like the traditional slime that we're used to. You see it's a little bit of a different color from the one over here, but this looks like it is going up to me. I don't know, maybe it's just kind of a weird perspective thing, but that looks like it's going up right there. Yeah, it's definitely going up. You can see right here. But what exactly is this right here? Is this going to be something that we're having to climb? Is this kind of a new mechanic? I'm not sure. Or maybe we're just going to go really slow up. It's sort of like Fall Mountain. That could be it. And then you get right here, and you've got these 3 wooden beams extending across. And what's really kind of strange, bizarre, worrisome, I don't know, about this is that they're showing one that is kind of drawn up right here. So I'm wondering, is this going to be automatic? Like, are they just going to alternate which one is going up and which one's going down? And you never know which one. Is there going to be a pattern to it? Or is there something in the level that kind of triggers when these go up? I don't know. But you see, this has a ton of obstacles. So it's probably going to be one of the early race levels. Or who knows? Maybe it's going to be one of the final showdowns. I don't expect it to be a final game, but hey, you never know, right? And so then once you finally do make it up there, though, then you reach the finish line. All right, let's go ahead and progress on through the video here.
By epic quests from the Middle Ages.
Ooh, now here is another one. So this looks like a little bit of a different take on the egg collecting game that we have already. So you've got all these eggs here in the middle, yet there's also some spikes involved. Now this one, we know it's a team game because of all the color themes. So you've got the 2 red right here, you've got a blue here and a blue over here, and then you have a yellow kind of off up here. So this one is definitely going to be team-based. And we can't really see where exactly they're trying to take these 2. So we don't know if it's going to be exactly like the current egg collection or something a little bit different.
Traverse giant drawbridges, dodge swinging action.
And here's another one. So this looks like a different take on Hoopsie Daisy here. So you've got the little hoops around, but you also have all of these ramps and like another kind of drawbridge right here. So I'm assuming that this is going to be going up and down, maybe. Oh, wait, we see a little blue guy down here. If we look really close, it looks to me like the blue guy is trying to push it. It looks like he's trying to push that down to me. I don't know. Maybe it's automatic, but it looks like he is definitely trying to push that right there. So I think this is going to be pretty similar to Hoopsie Daisy, obviously with just some different traversal mechanics here.
And scale movable seed ramps in the
and so I think that's the same one. Oh, there we go. We get a closer look at him. And it definitely looks like he is doing something to either raise or lower that bridge right there. So maybe somebody's on the other side and he's trying to raise it up so they can't run up there and get something. I don't know. Or maybe he's trying to lower it down.
Game, show, glory.
Now this one they just show really quick. Let me see if I can go back just a couple of frames here. So this one, you can see that we've got 1, 2, 3, 4 just giant walls to get over. And I don't know if we're going to have something that, do we have to knock these over? It almost looks like a door crash, but these look like bricks here to me. And then I can't tell if this is meant to be water or if it's just a slightly different color. Maybe it's slippery right here or something. So maybe we're going to have to use other Fall Guys to climb. How crazy would that be if they brought in kind of a new mechanic? So yeah, I have no idea on this one how we're going to get up and climb over those walls, because I don't think, let's go back, it's not the same as the one they show at the very beginning, is it? Let's take another quick look here. It does look very similar. No, see, yeah, that's different. Because this one, it has walls, but these kind of increase as you go. So see, this one's kind of a small wall, that one's medium, and that one's large. Then though, when we get to over here, this is completely different. So they do look very similar, but this one, yeah, it's slightly different. So I have no idea how we're going to traverse over these right here.
Glory.
Okay, this could be the one. So maybe it is the same as that first one, but perhaps I don't know, perhaps it's just a slightly different kind of coloration of the level. Okay, so let's get a good look at that right there. And then look at this. No, they are definitely different. So this one ends with a slope going up, no spikes, kind of swinging back and forth. But they do look very similar.
Glory.
All right, there's another look at the kind of new Hoopsie Daisy level we talked about. Now the new costumes. Fresh medieval styles. Okay, so now we get an even better look at these guys. Let's go back a couple frames here so we can make sure we get a look at the first one right here. All right, so there's our knight in shining armor. I like that one. That one looks really cool. And then we have kind of our Viking warrior, and then it goes right into the wizard. This wizard's got a nice beard, and he's rocking the glasses there. Oh, I didn't even notice the boots until right now. Look at that. He's got the little boots with the star on top. Love it. Another color of the dragon, so it's not just the dragon we saw in the opening. Ooh, and then kind of like this black dark mage right here. Look at that, man. Look at that with a skull on top. The black, and then the kind of that shiny blue belt buckle right there with the pink shoes and the green hair. I love it. And then a female version of our Viking. And then another knight right there. Okay, so this one, we're getting a good look right now at what the co-op mechanics might look like on that level where you have these blocks that you have to stack and work together to make it across. And then here's the Hoopsie Daisy level. So we can see it is definitely team-based. Now, what do you guys think would be a fair price for an updated season of Fall Guys, knowing what we know now? Obviously, we don't have all the details yet, but one thing that they haven't really talked about is what their seasonal model is going to look like price-wise. I remember back in the early days of Fortnite, one of the reasons that I kept buying the Battle Pass is because I didn't have to spend real money on it. I bought that very first Battle Pass, and through that Battle Pass, I unlocked enough V-Bucks that I was just able to continuously buy the Battle Pass. So, I don't know. Are they going to use kudos? Are they going to use crowns? Are they going to use just regular monetary currency instead? It'll be interesting to see what type of model they go with, because, frankly, the game, as most of you know, it is free right now on PlayStation Plus. $20 on Steam. So if you compare it to a lot of the other games with that seasonal model, Fortnite obviously went completely free. Then you have something like Warzone that also goes completely free. Fall Guys, on the other hand, charging initially. Let's see what they do from here. If they continue to charge $20, if they let you pay with kudos instead. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments below. I hope you enjoyed our breakdown here of the Season 2 sneak peek. If you did enjoy the video, make sure you give it a thumbs up before you go. And I appreciate you watching, and I'll talk to you again soon.